Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode 30 of C.C.O. Complete Client Overview. Today we're reviewing GS++ for Minecraft 1.12.2. This episode is brought to you by my members. If you would like to get your skin and name in a video, be sure to join now for as little as $0.6 a month. Also, if you play 2b2t, make sure to check out my 2b2t news channel linked down below. And lastly, if this video hits 1000 likes, I will do C.C.O. on Phobos new base or Earth hack. So if you want to see that, make sure to like the video. For anyone that doesn't know about GS++, it was a private client until it got leaked and then released. Apparently there were ratted versions shared around, and even to this day it is still unclear whether the official release is safe or not. I spoke to a few of the contributors, some of which claimed it was safe and others claimed they were unsure. So I decided to run the client in a Linux-based virtual machine. The reason I chose Linux as opposed to Windows is because most rats are made to target Windows. So generally speaking, they are less effective, or sometimes they don't even work against a Linux operating system. Today I am using the official release of GS++ that can be found on GitHub. Speaking of which, the repository has been set up really well and there's a decent amount of information on the client. I really like that they have credited other clients where they have reused code. With the sketchy past of this client, I don't really recommend downloading or running GS++ unless you do so in a VM or you are willing to accept the risks. There is a link in the video's description, but if you decide to run the client, you are doing so at your own risk. Do not come crying to me if you end up getting ratted. You can either build the client for yourself, I have a tutorial on how to do so that will be linked down below, or you can click on the releases tab and download a pre-compiled jar that can be placed in your mods folder. It is also worth mentioning that GS++ has been discontinued, so there will be no further updates to the client. While GS++ offers its users a good amount of both PvP and utility hacks, I think it is fair to say that the client is known and used mainly for its PvP modules. With that being said, let's take a look at some of the offered PvP modules. Auto Crystal Rewrite. This module has an insane amount of settings and the module itself is very fast and smart if configured correctly. KiLAB. Again, this module has a wide range of settings and is another very powerful module. Offhand. This module has so many modes, in fact it may have the most modes out of all of the clients I have previously reviewed. Sev Breaker. This module traps your opponent and then places obsidian and an end crystal above their head. It then mines the obsidian and blows up the crystal, making your opponent take maximum damage. Piston Crystal. This module will use pistons to push crystals into your opponent's safe hole. Elevator. This module uses a piston to try and push or glitch your opponent out of their safe hole. Anti-Crystal. This module attempts to place items like pressure plates, string or torches around you to stop people from placing end crystals. Auto City. This module attempts to break the safe blocks protecting your opponent and then it crystals the bejeebers out of them. Overall, the PvP modules offered by GS++ have a lot of settings and or modes, and the modules are very powerful if configured correctly. Before we get into the utility hacks offered by GS++, I'd like to remind you all to like the video. When this video hits 1000 likes, I will make a Phobos new base C.C.O. Anyways, that is enough self-promotion, let's have a look at some of the offered utility modules. No Render. This module lets you remove certain render events like damage for example, which is very helpful on Anarchy servers. New Chunks. This module shows chunks that are loaded for the first time. This can be used to follow in the footsteps of previous players and find bases or even dupe stashes. Anti-Hunger. This module stops you from taking hunger. It can be extremely laggy when mining blocks. Sort Inventory. This module helps organize your inventory, which can be very helpful on Anarchy servers, especially at dupe stashes. Mouse Click Action. This module lets you select an action when you click on your scroll wheel. Hotbar Refill. This module refills your hotbar with items from your inventory, which can save time when building or even during PvP. X-Carry. This module lets you carry items in the crafting grid. It does, however, drop them when you change dimension. Entity Control. This module lets you ride horses or donkeys without a saddle, which can be extremely useful for traveling on Anarchy servers. The default key for opening the GUI is set to the O key. P is the default key for opening the HUD editor. Overall, the GUI is very simple and clean looking. There's also a CSGO mode where the GUI changes to look like CSGO hacks. There's also a few different skins for the GUI, but personally I think the default skin 2.2 looks the best. The GUI itself looks okay by default and has a few settings, but it definitely lacks some settings when compared to other clients. Unfortunately, like previously mentioned, GS++ has been completely discontinued. The main dev, TechAle, has quit the project and has stated that he will now be focusing on university projects. There is a GS++ Discord server, but it is not very helpful and it has become a place for memes more than support. This means that there is close to no offered support for the client. In conclusion, I think GS++ is a great client for PvP, but it has a questionable past, so I found it hard to recommend to anyone. The client offers its users a wide range of PvP hacks and they are all very customizable, and when configured correctly they are all very capable or powerful modules. GS++ obviously took a lot of inspiration from other clients, and in my opinion they have taken some of the best parts from other clients and combined them into one very powerful client. However, as previously mentioned, it may not be safe to run, so I don't recommend this client to the average player. Before I end the video, I have to give a quick shout out to Doogie13, one of the contributors, for explaining a few things to me about GS++. Consider using Russia hack code Doogie13, I'm sure he would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching to the end of my video, I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, 2B2T News, and join my Discord server with the links down below. Seeing as you are still here, I assume you enjoyed the video, so please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. I have also recently made a KiLAB Gaming memberships area on my channel, so be sure to check out the benefits with the join button. Quick shout out to my members for all of the support. Without them, I would not be able to try new paid for clients. Anyways, it has been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.